Hello, Salesforce enthusiasts. Welcome to Longswitch Academy, learn and grow with us. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Salesforce Flows, a powerful automation tool that can transform the way you manage business processes in your Salesforce org. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more Salesforce tutorials and tips. Now, let's jump into our topic for today, that is interview question and answers for Salesforce Flows. Alright, let's kick things off by understanding what Salesforce Flow is. Salesforce Flow is a robust and declarative automation tool that empowers users to design, automate, and streamline complex business processes within the Salesforce platform. It enables the creation of dynamic workflows without the need for coding expertise. Flows are composed of various elements that define the sequence of actions, conditions, and user interactions, providing a visual representation of intricate business logic. For example, Salesforce Flow allows an organization to automate its lead conversion process. Instead of relying on manual data entry, a flow can be created to guide users through a series of screens, collecting necessary information, and then automatically converting the lead based on predefined criteria. Now, you might be wondering, how is Salesforce Flow different from a workflow rule? While workflow rules are effective for automating simple tasks like field updates and email alerts, Salesforce Flow offers a more sophisticated solution for orchestrating complex business processes. Unlike workflow rules, flows can involve user interaction through screen elements, incorporate decision logic, and handle multi-step processes, making them a more versatile tool for automation in Salesforce. If we have to consider an example, suppose you have a business process where, upon closing an opportunity, you not only want to update the opportunity stage but also create a follow-up task for the account owner. While a workflow rule can handle the stage update, Salesforce Flow enables you to create a more comprehensive process by incorporating the task creation and any additional steps needed. There are different types of flows in Salesforce, and each serves a unique purpose. Salesforce supports three primary types of flows. Number 1, screen flows. These involve user interaction, presenting screens to users to collect data or display information. Number 2, auto-launched flows. These run in the background without user interaction, triggered by processes such as record creation or updates. Number 3, scheduled flows. These are triggered at specified times, allowing for time-based automation. Let's see a practical example. Imagine a new employee onboarding process. A screen flow can be designed to gather personal information from the employee. An auto-launched flow can run in the background to assign necessary permissions, and a scheduled flow can be set to send reminder emails to the HR department for upcoming onboarding tasks. Record-triggered flows are a game changer, especially when you want actions to happen automatically based on changes to records. Record-triggered flows are a type of auto-launched flow that initiates when a record is created or updated, based on predefined criteria. These flows are powerful for automating processes that rely on changes to record data, allowing for seamless and efficient handling of record-related actions and updates. For a practical use case, in a customer support scenario, a record-triggered flow can be set up to send a satisfaction survey email automatically when a case is marked as closed. The flow triggers whenever a case record is updated, initiating the survey process without manual intervention. Now, let's talk about passing data between different elements in a flow. Data can be passed between flow elements using variables. Variables store and manipulate data within the flow, allowing for dynamic and flexible processes. You can create variables of different types, text, number, etc., and use them to store and transfer values across different elements, facilitating efficient data management throughout the flow. Let's suppose you have a flow that captures a customer's order details in a screen. You can use variables to store the entered data and pass it to subsequent elements like decision elements or record update elements, ensuring that the data is available for decision-making or updating records. Decision elements in flows allow you to add a layer of intelligence to your automation. Decision elements in flows enable the incorporation of conditional logic into the automation process. By evaluating specific criteria or conditions, decision elements determine the flow's path, directing the process down different branches based on the outcome. This feature enhances the flexibility and adaptability of flows, allowing for dynamic decision-making within the automation. For instance, you can consider a lead qualification process where a decision element is used to evaluate the lead score. If the score is above a certain threshold, the flow can be directed to create a new opportunity. Otherwise, it can route to a follow-up action like assigning the lead to a nurture campaign. The screen element in flows serves the purpose of user interaction. In screen flows, this element allows you to present users with screens to input data, make choices, or view information. Screens provide a user-friendly interface within the flow, enabling the creation of guided and interactive processes that involve user participation in data entry or decision-making. For example, in a customer feedback process, a screen element can be used to present users with a series of questions and options. Users can provide feedback by interacting with the screen, and the flow can then use this input to update relevant records or trigger additional actions. Ever wondered how to trigger a flow right from a Lightning record page? It's a fantastic way to integrate automation seamlessly into your user interface. To invoke a flow from a Lightning record page, you can use the Lightning App Builder. By adding a flow component to the Lightning record page, you associate the flow with a specific record or object. Users can then trigger the flow directly from the record page, creating a seamless integration of automated processes within the user interface. For example, if you want to streamline the order creation process, by adding a flow component to the Lightning record page for opportunities, users can initiate a flow directly from the opportunity record to guide them through the order creation steps without navigating to a separate page. The Flow Builder is a visual design tool provided by Salesforce for creating, modifying, and managing flows. It offers a user-friendly, drag-and-drop interface that allows administrators and developers to design flows without the need for extensive coding. Flow Builder simplifies the process of creating complex automation by providing a visual representation of the flow's structure and logic. For instance, in the context of a recruiting process, a flow builder can be used to create a flow that guides recruiters through the steps of reviewing resumes, conducting interviews, and updating candidate records. The visual interface simplifies the design process, making it accessible for users involved in the hiring process. Last but not least, let's explore how flows can be used to update related records. Yes, flows can be employed to update related records in Salesforce. By utilizing record update elements and relationship fields within the flow, you can define criteria and actions to update fields on related records. This capability is valuable when dealing with scenarios where changes in one record should trigger updates or modifications in associated records, providing a comprehensive solution for managing data consistency across multiple objects. For example, in a case management scenario, a flow can be designed to update not only the status of a case but also related account records. For example, closing a case can trigger a flow to update the associated account support status or notify account managers of the resolution. There you have it, our deep dive into Salesforce Flows. We covered everything from the basics to some advanced scenarios. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more Salesforce content. If you have specific questions or want more detailed tutorials on any of these topics, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and happy flowing.